Hey familia, Miranda here and welcome to another haul video. So it had been a minute since I'd been on Decluttr, so I decided to take a look-see, and of course I found several items that I was interested in, and all but one title was part of the buy 2 for 6, 7, or 8. That's kind of the one deal that I tend to stick to when I'm on Decluttr. If you're not familiar with Decluttr, you guys, it is a fantastic site to get secondhand physical media and stuff, everything from, you know, like movies, music, all that good stuff, electronics even, all of that. So definitely, you know, don't sleep on Decluttr, you guys. They get some good stuff in, some good deals and whatnot. So yeah, I do have actually a referral link in the description box below that will get you 10% off of your first purchase. If you guys are interested, feel free to use it. But anywho, let's go on ahead and get into today's haul. I do have one upgrade and then everything else is completely new to the collection. All right, so starting off with the one upgrade, I have been wanting to upgrade this film for the longest time ever, and I'm so happy to finally do so, and that is instructions not included. So this is the one that I got that was separate, wasn't part of any of their deals, but it was very inexpensive. Actually, the last time that I was on Decluttr, so things go very quickly. So if you put something in your cart, you kind of want to check out pretty fast because, yeah, I had this in my cart last time, and it went like that. So I'm glad they got it back in stock, but I love this film, you guys. Eugenio Derbez is absolutely amazing in this film, as is the little girl here. But I think everybody should own this film. It is such a funny, very heartwarming, yet very heartbreaking film, you guys. Basically, you have Eugenio Derbez's character. He plays his dad, and so he was kind of a ladies' man back in the day, and out of one of his flings comes this little girl, the mom, who obviously, you know, she tracked him down, left the girl with him, never came back, and so he's this stunt double who is raising this little girl on his own, a little bit kind of based on lies about, you know, the mom's whereabouts and stuff like that. But anywho, it's great up until a point where the mom comes back into the picture, and you can just kind of imagine how things kind of go from there. But like I said, it is an absolutely beautiful, beautiful film, you guys, and I highly recommend you check this one out. Eugenio Derbez, he is very popular in Mexican cinema. He's a great comedian and all of that. He has had some pretty great roles. I thought he was pretty good in How to Be a Latin Lover. A little bit of a cheesy role, but definitely funny. If you guys haven't seen that one, check it out. I enjoyed him in the Overboard remake. He was also in Under the Same Moon, which another great role from him there. But instructions not included. Definitely highly, highly recommend this one if you have never seen it. It is in Spanish, but you can put on the subtitles and all that. So instructions not included. Definitely give it a watch if you haven't. All right, next up we have Happily Never After. This is a film actually that I've always just kind of passed on for whatever reason. I don't know, I guess I've just never really had much interest in it, but I was looking at the voice cast, and there is a pretty dang good voice cast in this one, and I figured, you know what, also for the kiddos, they might enjoy it. I don't know. Not exactly my favorite kind of like animation in this one, but I figured, you know what, go ahead and, you know, pick it up and just, you know, give it a watch, see if we like it or whatnot. But yeah, and plus I also just needed to add on another film to kind of complete the little promo, so I just went ahead and decided to finally go ahead and pull the trigger on this one. Next one I have here is Tears of the Sun. Surprisingly, I did not have this one in the collection, so definitely needed this one. It's been a hot minute since I've actually seen it, so definitely long overdue for a revisit, but I do remember liking this one back in the day, and so yeah, I mean, it's a war film, so what's not to like about that? All right, the next one I have here is called The Hunting Party. So I actually just found out about this one like maybe a few weeks ago. I forget exactly who it was that I saw haul this, but I was like, yo, Terrence Howard. I love Terrence Howard, you guys. And obviously Richard Gere as well. But yeah, for the two of them, I definitely wanted to go ahead and check this one out. I didn't even read up on this film until I actually purchased it. So, I mean, just for the two of them is the main reason why I even wanted this. But actually reading the back of it, it takes place during like a sort of European war, and you have these two journalists that go out to try and track down this like war criminal. So sounded pretty interesting. So I'm hoping it's good. I don't know, but definitely looking forward to checking out the two of them in this film here, The Hunting Party. Okay, so the next one I have here is A Most Violent Year. So this is another one too that last time I had this in my cart and it went like that. So I was glad they got this one back in stock as well. This one has an amazing cast. It's also an A24 release, you guys. And so even the storyline of this, you basically have this dude who's trying to protect his oil company. And there's just a lot of like, you know, bad guys after him that want to take over his company and all that kind of stuff. So it sounds really dang good. So I cannot wait to check this one out. All right, then I'm excited to add this one into the collection. That is the original Peach Dragon here. I've only seen the kind of like live action remake, but this one, I remember kind of seeing parts of it as a kid, but for whatever reason, well, I guess because as a kid, I don't know why, may sound kind of dumb, but I was actually kind of creeped out by the dragon here for some reason, and so I never fully watched this through. But obviously now, I mean, he's kind of cute looking, but I mean, obviously I will give it a watch in full now because I ain't a little kid no more, so I'm not scared of this dragon. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to watching this one. All right, then right here I have The Ministries. This is one too that I actually just found out about maybe a few months back. And especially for John Leguizamo, I had to get this one, you guys. I love John Leguizamo. He's actually one of the actors that I have like the most films of in my collection, like, you know, of the top actors and stuff. And so, yeah, I have always been a huge fan of him. Also, I mean, Harvey Keitel is also great as well. But this basically has to do with like some sort of like religious secret order. So it sounded kind of interesting. And I guess, you know, has to do with like murder and all that kind of stuff. So, I mean, definitely looking forward to checking this one out. All right, next up, I finally picked up Letters from Iwo Jima. I think that's how you pronounce it. But this is a film that originally when it first released, I had not really any interest in it for the simple fact that it was a foreign film and it was just a time where I wasn't quite yet into foreign films. But now, obviously, I don't mind them. I don't mind the subtitles or anything like that. And I've heard amazing things on this film, so I am looking forward to giving this one a watch. All right, next up is this film here called Legendary. I really did get this one for the cast. Patricia Clarkson, John Cena, Danny Glover. I'm not a huge John Cena fan, like, as an actor. Like, I don't know, he just hasn't had, like, any impactful roles. I mean, all of the things he's been in have been fine, but just nothing too, like, memorable, you know? But he's okay as an actor. But plus, this is also a wrestling film. So another one to add into, like, you know, my sports filmography and stuff like that, especially wrestling. I don't have very many films that have to do with wrestling, especially this kind of wrestling. If you guys have any recommendations, please do leave them in the comments below. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to check this one out. I'm not sure if this is based on a true story or not. Could be. I mean, the way, from what I read on the back, it sounds like it may be. I'll have to look into that. But yeah, so we have Legendary here, a wrestling flick. All right, next one is Becoming Jane. I kind of remembered hearing about this one, but had forgotten about it. This one basically has to do with Jane Austen, and I believe this is based on a true story, kind of about her life, basically her kind of a love thing here with this Tom Lefroy. You also have Maggie Smith in here, so I mean, it could be good. I'm hoping it's good anyway, so looking forward to this one. All right, next up is The Pianist. I love Adrien Brody, you guys, so I am very excited to check out his performance in this. I've heard excellent things on this film. It's one that I've been very curious about for some time, so I was happy to see that Decluttr had gotten this one in, and it is based on the true story of the Polish Jew. I'm not even going to pronounce his name because I can't. But yeah, he's this composer, and obviously it takes place during the Holocaust. So pretty sure it's going to be probably somewhat of a sentimental type film, considering the matters at hand and the time that it takes place and all that. But yeah, I'm very curious about this one. Then I did go ahead and scoop up the remake of Red Dawn here. This one, honestly, I kind of just wanted for Josh Hutcherson and Josh Peck. I think they're both great. So, I mean, I haven't heard like the greatest of things on this film, but still wanted to go ahead and check it out. All right, then we have 88 Minutes with Al Pacino. I'm not sure if I've actually ever seen this one. I'll have to give it a watch and see if there's anything that, you know, catches my eye, that I remember or anything. But yeah, so we got 88 Minutes. Next up, we have Fatal Attraction, Michael Douglas and Glenn Close. This one I think I've seen, but it's probably been so long, so I really don't remember much on it. Alrighty, getting down to the last few, so I did snag Management. This one actually came recommended to me when I did my Jennifer Aniston filmography collection. That video will be linked in the description box below if you guys want to check it out. But yeah, so I saw it was there, and since somebody recommended it, I figured I would go ahead and pick it up. This is one I have been super curious about, and I'm happy to finally add it into the collection, and that is Buried with Ryan Reynolds. I hear he's great in this one, and I can just imagine, you know, what the experience is going to be watching this film. Yeah, I'm sure very claustrophobic since it takes place about him being buried alive. So definitely looking forward to that one. And last but not least is actually a rom-com that I'd never even heard of, but the cast in it, Reese Witherspoon, Owen Wilson, Paul Rudd, Jack Nicholson, I had to go ahead and pick it up, see what it's all about, and that is How Do You Know? So those are all of my pickups from Decluttr. You guys, again, make sure you check their site. They're always getting new inventory in. Like I said, some things may go out of stock quickly, but they tend to get them back in stock. And like I said, they do have the whole buy 2 for 6, 7, or 8 deal going on all the time. And so there's always like different titles thrown in there, whatnot, and you know, everything else that isn't part of the deal is all reasonably priced. Thank you so much for watching. Join the family if you have not, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.